You can also re-go over an area with more of the color that you just had on if you want more shadow. So it's kind of like art. You're allowed to go over and over again so that you've achieved the look that you want. Okay. Now what they're saying with mascara is the older a person is, they shouldn't wear black, they should wear dark brown. The younger girls can wear the black. But they say that black on an older person makes them look more tired and it kind of subdued. So with your mascaras, you should have a disposable for the mascara, and you just blend it in. And then you're going to have them just lightly closed, just a little bit. Some people like doing the bottoms first. You wouldn't even have to do any on the bottom if you didn't want to. They also say that you should have 2 coats on the top and 1 on the bottom. Sometimes the client, if they can't handle you touching them, then give them a mirror and let them put it on themselves. You're not supposed to double dip, and if they blink too much, that's where the Q-tips come in again. You can get different mascaras to do different looks and make them look fuller or thinner. You can have a few different types, or have the client bring their own mascara. And we give her some pretty eyes. Well, she already has the pretty eyes, but we just bring them out. So if we do blush, again, there's different brushes that you can do. Lots of different brushes that you can use for blush. And when you apply, you want to just put a little bit on, and then you're going to lightly choose where you're going to do. You can do a line. You can do a half line. You can just do the front. So depending, some people bring it out, some people bring it in. It depends where you want the heavy part. If we're just going to bring in a little and then brush down. So it depends. Some people also drop it a little bit lower depending on what you want to bring out. So we just want to bring out our cheekbone. If you find it's too much, get a different blush brush and just blend it in. Okay, for the lips we're going to do the same thing. Clean it first, make sure. Now, depending what you want to do, if you bring the pencil and bring it above the lip, you'll make the lip look bigger. If you do it on the lip, you'll give them exactly what they have. If you do it below the lip line, you'll make them look like they have a smaller lip. And of course, we want to just blend it in. And what a lip pencil does is it holds the lipstick in. Some people, when they get tattooing, this is actually what they're getting. Again, if you don't like exactly what you have, just take a little bit away. For the lipstick, if you're going to reuse lipstick, you take a little scoop to be able to get some off, because you don't want to contaminate it. And so from there you can use a lip pencil. You have different lipsticks that you can use, but on here we're going to now bring in, I'm doing a little bit of a darker color so that you can see what I'm doing. You can ask them to just smile for you so that the lips are a little tighter to put on. No. Again. And then again, depending what you like or what you don't like, blend it in. And if you want the lips to shine, put on a little bit of lip liner, like a gloss on here. And then what you can do is just bring it either down just in the middle if you want, just to make the lips shine. Just rub there somewhere. And what happens then is it just brings the effect of just the lips there. Now, seeing here, the lips to me are a little more done. It would be because we wanted to bring out the eyes. Now what you see are the lips. So with it, if we didn't want to do that, just we're going to take off some of the color just to lighten up the lips. So again, if you make a mistake or if you don't like what it turned out to do, take it off. And this is why you would do this before a bride would ever come, because you want to make sure that you have the colors and the looks of exactly what she wants ahead of time. Much better. So with it, eyes, cheeks, lips. And if you wanted to get into the smoky look or anything like that, there's all kinds of different ways that you can do. This is the traditional color of how it's done. And once you've looked at it, again, if it's too dark, just close for a second. If you find that it's a little too dark, maybe for daytime, just take a little bit off. Or if they want it darker for nighttime, you can bring it in. Some people use liners underneath the eyes. There's different ways to do it. If you want to have some fun and jazz it up a little bit, put on a new color and you can make more of a smoky look. So here I'm just putting on a little bit of blue. If we want to kind of give it more of a smoky eyes, putting powder underneath, and I'm using a brush that leaves on a little bit more. And again, just close. If you need to blend it in or take some off, open. Close. And then just to blend. And it just gives it another look. A little bit darker, but a little bit more nighttime look. And again, if you wanted more mascara, then you would put more mascara on. And you could just keep changing it until it's a look that you were trying to achieve. If you use the bottom of the mascara brush, it gets a little darker. Or you can ask the client to put it on. Just put in some brush cleaner into some water, and then you're going to wash them, because of course they have to be washed with all your clients, and then you're going to dry them. And you want to make sure that when you dry them, that you dry them in the position you want them in, because if you don't, then you're going to have bristles that are in the weirdest positions. And you got to make sure that the position is exactly what you want. So wash all your brushes. And make sure that you have used the pencil sharpener to clean any pencils that you use, to make sure that you have disposable mascara and different in the shadows. And the shadows, you can use a Kleenex to clean the shadow itself so that it's all nice and clean. And then the brushes can just dry. Have fun.